down bike path, completely wide open. He gets picked off. You're not able to get any line of sight in the bomb. Doesn't work out in your favor.
Well, there was no one to cover him whatsoever. No. I mean, when I looked at the minimap there, as soon as he was getting it planted, there were two players basically watching the flank. At least that's what it looked like. They were both in the back.
Yeah.
No one to cover him, so as soon as he gets that plant off, he's dead. You're down a man. The rest of it collapses.
It's great to get bombed down, but you need the positioning first. I mean, if you don't have the positioning, it means nothing.
Well, that grenade didn't go exactly where Attach wanted it. Zuma, first-blooded here. We know how aggressive he likes to play. He gets dropped, and it's going to be Enable with the NV4 trying to play up close and personal. Not going to win that gunfight. You got the boxes covered with the K-bar. Pristini wins it. You've got Camo with Clayster, but not going to probably use that in a 2v4 unless you can even up the odds, which he may very well do. He sees him in the corner. The timing there. Clay almost finds another one. Now in a 1v3. Finally will fall, but he will have that camo for future rounds. Yeah, that's tough. He has that nade cooked out at that moment in time. If he has his gun out, he might be able to pick up that second kill, but CRC is coming over the top, and that's what happens. I mean, when you die on that bomb site right away, just allows the other team to pinch from both sides and pick up some easy kills. Okay. Seeing the leader, Clayster there, trying to lead his guys to victory. If you're just joining us, it was a dominant Game 1 performance, something like 250 to 80. They were able to take that. But let's focus back to Game 2. It looks like we're going to see an A push here, potentially from the side of the United. They're trying to get forward and get positioning, but Enable's already found one with the MV4. I feel like if your goal is to get the bomb down as fast as possible, you're better off going over towards A. You can get bomb downfall all the way back, and you see E United with a very good push here. It's going to be quickly turned into a 1v3. Attach the only one alive for FaZe Clan. E United with a very good call here in this round. We have seen Attach clutch some insane scenarios, but surely this one too much for him. He gets caught reloading. He had a couple more bullets in the clip and kept spraying there. That might have quickly turned into a 1 versus 1. Yeah, but a good trade there from E United. They knew he had wasted a ton of bullets just pre-firing the doorway. Pristini comes in. As a kill, you definitely expect him to pick up a fairly easy one. E United takes the round advantage. And they've been battling back throughout this one. They came in with the Warrior tag, the onliner tag. I think E United's proved everyone wrong at this point with already being guaranteed top 6. I don't know if you can really even say that. I mean, it looks like it from the outside, but you talk to a lot of the pro players, and you can kind of tell when a team is like, you know, a really good online team, their playstyle's not going to transition over to LAN. And a lot of the players, they believe that E United was going to come out and have a pretty good weekend, that the playstyle they used online was conducive to something that would be successful here. I think most of the trash talk you hear or negativity is just frustration over losing to them, likely in the online 2Ks. We've got Clayster, mid-map, with Camo. This is one of our slower rounds that we've seen develop, probably the slowest thus far. And Clay in a position here to watch anything through mid-tracks. The Scarab now going to be called out by Pristini, just trying to get some information here around the A bomb site. He can sit it on this bomb for a very long time. I mean, does not need to blow it up there. He's going to gain a ton of vision, able to see, you know, if FaZe is going to go over towards that bomb site, and they've had to back up here. Very good play there by Pristini. He's going to be able to take out Clayster there first. So now the bomb site is open for FaZe. The bad news is 29 seconds left and they're man down. And Zuma getting tagged up as he tries to hit the cross. All of a sudden, it's just Enable by himself. 4 up, 4 down. E United makes that round look easy, and they're 1 round away from tying this series up at 1-1. And this would be huge for E United. We talked about how they got blown out in game number 1. FaZe has been so good in search and destroy here at this tournament. To come in and beat FaZe in a game number 2 would be massive, tie the series up. And you talk about in a best-of-5 series, game 3 is your swing game, and that's where both of these teams are flawless. I know we've got some stats to break down with regards to Uplink coming up, but they've both been lights out, man. FaZe has just been on another level in the game mode, though, from everybody else. I mean, you look at all the numbers, it's just absolutely silly. But E United on offense here with a good chance to close things out. And look at this, they're going back to the same strat that won on the last round of FaZe. They don't even respect the fact that they can push over towards the B bomb site. They're just stacking A and then having to rotate back. I don't like that call. Yep, the B wide open as so much action goes down towards the A site. Scarab out for Clay to try and get some information. There is one sitting behind that close bus. We'll see if he's able to spot him out as he wraps the corner. Doesn't check that close corner. He actually flies right by one into the rear end of another. But I'm not able to kill him with the Scarab. We don't see many Scarab kills. Pristini's going to pick up 2, and he's going to have these streaks to call down. This is going to be a round that E United most certainly will take Maven. Enable, the only one alive. Bombs being dropped on him. Players shooting at him in the mid-cut. It's going to be E United taking map number 2, 6-3, tying the series up. Pristini's calling in a bombardment, not even gun up, just comes out and slaughters one in front. What a What a sick win there from E-United, and now we've got ourselves a series. You know, like you sasaid, if FaZe takes that, is it over? No, we know E-United can bring it back, but
see the writing
more
on
than
the
likely,
wall,
it's probably more than likely they're probably going to get shut down.
Without a doubt, I think if FaZe takes that game too, E-United finds themselves out of this series. But they battle back after a very bad hardpoint loss, the very good search and destroy play, and I think now you kind of look, if you're United, if you know you're a player in that huddle or whatnot, the leader, probably silly, you're kind of reminding them what you guys did yesterday. It's like, hey, we destroyed Splice and Uplink. Let's do it here to FaZe, and then we go back to hardpoint. We're not going to be that poor in hardpoint again. We can close the series out.
Well, we've got some great talking points to get to for the Uplink, which is sure to be a battle here to kick things off for Championship Sunday. But guys, it'll be right after this quick break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Championship Sunday here at the Call of Duty World League presented by the PlayStation 4. A little bit of an update. Of course, there's plenty of other games going on at the same time as the FaZe versus E-United matchup, one of which is actually going to be the Splice versus TGC Blue matchup. This one in a Game 3. Splice currently leading 2-0, and as you can see in the uplink, it's a 10-1 lead for Splice. Chance, you've been watching this one intently. TGC, are they going home?
Yeah, no, they're 100% going home. They have zero chance of making this comeback in the slightest. 9 points in a minute 45 is simply just not going to happen, especially not on a map like Throwback. There's just not enough spawn trap potential with that amount of time. But the entire series has kind of been slowly going this direction. It started out Spice in the hard point. They win 250 to 199, so relatively close game. But Spice, they just really look comfortable the entire time. Kind of what you expect in their hard point game. Mad Cat, he was just allowed to sit back, hang out with the AR, and he was shredding with it because you got Josh injured, doing all of that dirty work to allow him playing comfortably. So again, that's the Spice that you'd like to see. The search and destroy ended up falling 6-2, and again, Spice, they just look pretty consistent throughout. And then obviously you see the score now. They've just been having a field day.
And I feel like if you're a Splice fan, the good Jerd has come out to play here on Championship Sunday. He's shooting buddies. He looks confident, Meg.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm such a fan of this team. I love this roster when they put it together. Obviously, a lot of controversial changes right after that Call of Duty Championship where they play second, but you know, that pickup of Mad Cat and Jerd obviously working out so far.
Absolutely. It looks as if for Splice, they will 3-0, and TGC will sadly be going home. Elsewhere, the Delta Stream Team and Fuse find themselves 2-0 up. They're against Team 3G. They're 7-0 up in the uplink with 2.5 minutes left, so it's probably fair to assume they may take that one as well. But we'll keep you updated. For now, though, we can go back to the main stage for FaZe Clan versus United.
All right, thank you guys. So there was a lot of talk about EU versus NA. What would be successful for the EU side? You know, some of us said, get 2 in the top 8, maybe something like that. So Splice will be in the top 8. You have Views versus 3G, so you should be looking at potentially a second.
I think both the other regions...
Elevate's playing Optic tough right now.
Yeah, both the other regions showed up in a big way. I know Mindfreak, we talked about their performance earlier. I think they definitely showed up for the APAC region. And then obviously the EU teams have played, I think, a little bit better than some had expected. But this is what I wanted to talk about, Maven, with Uplink. You see, obviously, FaZe versus E United, the matchup. Gunless and Pristini, 8th and 9th overall in the Uplink KD. But look at the top 5. I mean, 3 of the top 5 KDs belong to FaZe. Zuma at the top. Enable and Attach 3-4 respectively. But just look at Attach. I mean, a 1.32, almost 2 carries a game, almost 2 throws a game. Pretty sick stuff. I mean, he's doing the objective work and putting up the kills for this team.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? That's absurd. I know that they're both undefeated in the mode, but how can you not favor FaZe when you see that?
I mean, you can.
They've been pounding people.
Right, that's the difference. I was just going to hit on that. That obviously outside of E United's Splice last night, which was a complete stomp, that the games for E United have been a little bit closer than expected. FaZe has just been running through everybody on this game mode. So this is going to be a little bit of a battle. I think if E United can slow the game down, it's going to be a little bit easier for them to win. But on Precinct, this is one map you heard Chance talk about, Throwback, where you can't spawn trap people, you can't make these crazy runs. Complete opposite on Precinct. You can definitely spawn trap people and really punish them.
This is where we saw day 1. Remember, FaZe set up. It was Zuma getting them locked back alley, and they put up 8 or so points in a row.
He had 30 kills in the first half.
They are terrifying when they get set up. Now let's just take a look where our sides are going to be coming from. So when you look at the minimap, I know that this can play 50-50, but if you're looking at the side that get the spawn trap a little bit stronger, FaZe has the better first half side.
Yeah, Ken with a lot of quotes around it.
Yeah, right.
We do see a lot of the time the side that FaZe is on, they put up a ton of points. They're able to go to that top side of the minimap, get control, ticket, spawn the players in that back alley all the way on the left side of the minimap, and then force them to, funnel out of those narrow chokes. Pretty easy to win those with assault rifles, but right now, E United's done a very good job, Maven. They've thrown the drone down. They're just picking up kills. You see every time they come off spawn, they're going to that top side of the minimap. Cannot give that area up to FaZe.
Where you see the number 4 and 3 right now, that area, that back alley, right there in that ticket building and sort of the mid-tarps right outside it, that's the key position of the game. They have to hold that. As soon as they lose control of that, they're going to get throttled. So far, doing a good job maintaining it, but now it's Arcides finding 3, getting one with the melee as well as he's trying to push into lobby. He's going to have Gunless leading out front to find the kills, and this may be points where they have 2 players to try and get by, and the defense holding strong thus far for FaZe.
Again, sometimes we talk about, a good offense is a very good defense, and when you see the drone being brought all the way towards Construction Cherry Blossom, FaZe cannot keep pushing that top side of the minimap. They have to wrap all the way back. It takes the drone out of the position where they can get a fast score off.
It's interesting because you have two basically sides where it's the stalemate and the gunfights go down. It's either going to happen at front ticket or more towards that backside of Statue. Had the fights been going down at backside Statue, when you got that 3 kills from Arcides, you get a point there. But the fact that they were playing sort of on their side of the base, you can't counter quickly.
So look, you see Zuma go down the middle of the street, right? They're trying to force spawn them in that back ticket. Because the drone was down in that position over by Construction, E United spawned at the top side of the minimap over by ticket. They're able to come back, play defense, only give up 1 point to FaZe.
Well, let's see if counter is a possibility. It doesn't look like it as Zuma cut off the bottom side of lobby here, but now they're trying to take it to the top and they have to wrap back. So a little bit of trickery here as they're able to pull the oop and try to win the gunfights up top, but it's Clayster and Zuma shutting it down on defense. But Silly, I was going to say Silly, a nice position to maybe find a few in the cutoff, but now you have 4 people pushing forward for FaZe and only a couple on defense to shut it down. But that one player, who was it, Pristini, finds a big kill to make sure you don't have any kind of quick hit there from FaZe.
The drone is going to be picked up by E United. They're going to try and keep bringing this through Statue. And it's a lot like on that first hard point where they relied a lot on their gun skill, did not work out. You see the same thing here. They are forcing their gun skill down FaZe's throat, and FaZe is just gunning them back. I mean, they have not gotten any offense here.
But the solid part to this, I mean, if you're 3 minutes in here and you've only allowed FaZe to get 1 point.
Very good spot for United.
Exactly, and what's been their stronger side, you feel pretty damn good. You've done a good job making sure. I mean, FaZe at not one single point has had control of ticket, and that's where you're winning the fight.
I mean, you just don't want a high-scoring game.
Well, now you're in trouble. Now you could be, because now you're going to allow several players to get up in a ticket. If they find 2 more kills here, it's scary. Well, that first one by Silly is huge.
Yeah, United has, one more wave of defense here. You see Zuma. That is the big 2. Now things could get bad.
Okay, so you at least clean up the kill. Zuma, the only one left. All right, so you clear out the base. You only give up 1 point. You think when Zuma gets those 2, you know, they find one more kill as a team. It's looking like you might get the spawn trap on, but United has done just enough to make sure that doesn't happen, Matt.
And 2 players I've been very impressed with from the side of FaZe, and this one has obviously been Zuma, you know, just the aggression that he's put on. And Enable, sitting at 9-9, does not really kind of stand out in the scoreboard, but with the NV4, he's been posted up on that statue, and he's been able to do some nice things, but this is going to be a dunk. They take it through construction and Cherry Blossom, a 2-point play there to tie it up for United.
That is sick stuff from United. You know, you haven't been getting beat necessarily, but you're down 2. You've played them very tough, but now to be able to counter this quickly and tie up the game, and you're looking to get one more through. The 1-pointer does not go in. Oh, just there for the dunk. You think it might be Gunless, but he gets shut down at the goal.
And against a team like FaZe, those are points you need. I mean, you can't afford to miss 1-point throws. Me and Jack saw it from all the teams in Europe, just missing 1-point throws that ended up hurting so many teams. United in a match where, you know, this is a swing game. This is a huge map for them in this series. They need to knock down those 1-point throws because, look, you know, 1-point missed. Now FaZe is able to take it down the street. They're going to get a 2.
Yep, this is going to be a 2, and can they get set up to hold them back? Ali is the question. No. Thankfully, Pristini of the United able to find a couple kills, but in the closing 30 seconds, a nice dunk from FaZe.
This is the spot where Enable has been in all game. He sits on top of the statue. He's able to see drone and prevent players coming from top ticket. Such a good spot to post up with the NV4.
Yeah, you're safe right on that backside from the guy top ticket as well, so you can shoulder peek him, get some shots in. He's been a key player in this game on the defensive side of things, and he gets set up for drone.
I mean, he picks up the first kill every time. I mean, he prevents him from picking up the drone right away. Let's say he picks up 1 kill. United gets the drone, only 2 players with their gun up with 1 guy with the drone, and his team has the advantage in the trades coming off spawn. So Enable a key factor on the defensive end.
Leverage always a key thing in any gunfight. It's not easy to take that fight from the ground to that top ticket window. This gives him a little bit of elevation, makes it an easier gunfight in his favor. How do you feel overall, though? Considering the side FaZe started on, yeah, I think I feel pretty good for both teams, actually. I mean, this is kind of the dogfight we expected, right?
I feel pretty good for United, though. I think, you know, they keep it a low-scoring game. Only a 1-possession game in the first half. You're in a very good spot. And look at this, a great opening break. They pick up 2 kills here. They get the drone down into the lower street. You have Gunless coming through the top. This is going to be points for United. It's going to be a 2. We're going to tie the game up right away.
Okay, this is terrifying early on. 4-4 United, sick stuff. And who are the 2 guys that we've talked about all weekend long for United? Gunless and Pristini. And look at their stats right now. 20 and 16 for Gunless, 18 and 14 for Pristini. And you've only got Zuma positive on the other end of things.
I got to say, I've been very impressed with Gunless from the standpoint that there's a lot of talk of him coming into this event. You know, a lot of the players we interviewed say, no, could be one of the best players, if not the best player in the game. To have that kind of pressure on you coming in here with a team with United with a lot of pressure on them already to perform the way he has in, you know, one of their first events, you know, playing on the main stage. Very impressed.
Yeah, he was considered the breakout player for this event by many of his peers. But now it is going to be time for FaZe to push out of this ticket side of the map and try to find some kills. Clayster playing back and passive with the NV4, just trying to find a kill. This is one surely you should win. Nice shots there from Clay. Enable finds one as well. And now the attack should be on, but it's Gunless in the back. Able to trade out 1, and Silly, those are 2 huge kills because that may delay everything. There's going to be a 1-point opportunity. It's up, it's away, it's a little bit short. Can't get it through. Silly, big on defense.
Another missed throw, man. I mean, we've seen in this game, you know, Infinite Warfare as a whole, a lot of missed 1-point throws, just the trajectory of the drone, much different than like in the past. Players still have not adjusted to it. You see a miss there from Attach, would have put FaZe up 1.
Let's go to Arcides, number 2. Oh, he just dropped. I was going to say he was set up in a good spot to maybe find some kills in the back alley of FaZe's base, but he gets shut down. Now with 4 down, they're all coming off a spawn, and FaZe is looking to get in strong position. Zuma up close and personal. God, they keep winning those gunfights. When you think FaZe is set up to maybe put the hammer through, all those big defensive kills come in for United.
FaZe gets pretty fortunate there that the drone resets, because the drone is down by Cherry Blossom. You think that United can pick it up, go on the offensive right away. It goes all the way back towards mid-map, but look at this. We rarely see this. Pristini going all the way through the back alley. You usually don't want to go there to block these spawns. He's able to pick up 2.
Oh, no.
Almost gets the 3rd. Zuma shuts him down. Don't think they would have gotten points out of that regardless, but still, Pristini almost makes a huge play.
You know, from that POV, you think they have to get points with him coming behind the entire team, but it's like his kills came right after that player killed one of his teammates, right?
And I tell you what, I mean, every time we see FaZe go on offense, it is quickly shut down by E United. 2-3 kills from the E United squad here. We do see Attach in the mid-cut. He's going to get traded out fast. The drone going down the mid-street, not able to get the one-point throw off. So both these teams so close to knocking down these one-point throws, getting these opportunities, but you did see active camo up for one of the players on E United. Look to see if they use that to get a one-point play late.
How many times in Black Ops camo player from each team, because that is your best, I guess, guaranteed point. So Gunless is going to have to clutch up. We'll see if the camo player on the other side is getting close here.
Big kills by Attach there in the middle of the map. He picks up 2, lets his team get over towards Statue, and it looks like Faye is going to play this a little bit slower here, Maven. They're not going to try and force this in right away. They know they waste some clock here, they get a 2-point play, they can put this one away.
Well, Enable just got eyes on 2. He has 1 close, able to win that. But look at X-Ray, it's the entire team in front. He's going to need some help, and those nades and gunfire just flying through to shut